Rigorous data flow plus nationwide job transfer plus future fantasy. The purpose of this book is to strive for perfection with gains and losses. Is the construction of the Sun City, which is like a miracle and carries billions of humans, reasonable? Does the mysterious and unpredictable level 550 Divine King dungeon contain the opportunity for eternal life? Can humanity embark on the future of conquering the boundless starry sky? What preparations do we need to make before the arrival of the human interstellar era? Advanced professionals can reach speeds of over 10,000 meters per second, launch thousands of attacks in 1 second, and unleash tens of thousands of tons of power with just one punch. What is their limit? What kind of future will humanity face with the combination of high military, high energy, and high technology? Wang L 19 turned around and shouted, "The King of Man governs the world, with the 9 Cauldrons of the Great Lu. The gods have formed a covenant, ruling over the souls. I am the beginning savior, the supreme envoy, walking through the world to save all the people." 10,000 years ago, after the Great Cataclysm of the collision of 3 universes, 2 physical universes and virtual universes, players playing virtual universe online games had the opportunity to become stronger. However, facing the disasters in the early stage of the collision of universes and the monsters and ghosts that rushed out of dungeons, ordinary people were gradually eliminated. Nearly 10,000 years later, only the descendants of humans who had obtained the opportunity to become stronger were left. They could awaken their talents, change jobs, and kill dungeon monsters to upgrade and become stronger. The protagonist is a personality formed by the rebirth of the soul before the Great Cataclysm and the fusion of the soul of future youth. The style belongs to future fantasy, with nationwide job transfers and data flow. If you don't like data flow, lightning protection should be taken in advance. This book strives for everything to be logical. If one feels illogical, it is likely to be a foreshadowing or an unexplained opportunity. Chapter 1. Natural Awakening. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 2. Distinctive Universities, Part 1. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 3. Distinctive Universities, Part 2. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 4. Transfer of Employment. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 5. Phantom Mantis, Part 1. You are listening at novel full.audio. After completing the job transfer, you can prepare to apply for university graduation, obtain formal citizenship, and receive the necessary benefits. Of course, Wang L 17 will not be in a hurry to apply for graduation, because applying for graduation requires mastering a dungeon, even the simplest and lowest level quick brush dungeon, to obtain at least 1 contribution value and authenticate formal citizenship with 1 contribution value. In the strategy dungeon, Wang L 17 first needs to have a grasp of his own strength, such as how long it takes to summon a summoning beast, and whether there is any consumption during the duration of a summoning beast. For example, the effects and usage of sharing one's second talent. It would be foolish to blindly strategize dungeons before understanding these things clearly. Wang L 17 is at least a person of 2 worlds. Although some things that determine his own destiny may be entangled, he must do his best to do well in things that have already been decided. And he can also do it. If you choose, don't regret it. If you choose, try your best to keep going and do your best. Although the template comes from the distortion of the virtual game universe and the physical universe during the cataclysm, all operations and the use of all skills are spontaneous. Using skills is like punching, like picking up an object, and naturally, there is no need for deliberate operation. From this perspective, the template is more like a phantom, while the ability belongs to itself. At the moment of completing the job transfer, Wang L 17 understood how to use the random summoning skill, how to use the exploration skill, which can be used with a single thought, and is completely his own ability. The template is more like a document summarizing abilities. Having become slightly familiar with the template ability after the job transfer, Wang L V17 had a thought and used the random summoning skill. Before the meeting, a 6-pointed star formation appeared on the ground, and the space seemed to overlap. A monster's phantom appeared and gradually solidified. The entire process took about 5 seconds, which was extremely time-consuming. You should know that Wang L V17 now runs at a speed of 11 meters per second, over 50 meters in 5 seconds. Except for the low-level dungeon at the beginning, the monster's speed far exceeds this value. In other words, as long as the monster detects Wang L V17 and charges forward, Wang L V17 has not yet been able to summon the summoning beast. The danger can be imagined. Worried a little, since I have already transferred to summoner, regret is of no use. Wang L V17 used exploration to check the attributes of his summoned beast. His first summoned beast was like a ball, a jelly-like ball, with a round body and 2 large eyes. Resilient slime level. Level 1 elite monster, quick brush, basic attributes. Attributes plus the latter part is the enhancement of talents summoning beasts, strength. 2.1 plus 0.21, basic strength 15, growth coefficient 0.4, 15 plus 15 times 0.4 is equal to 21, 21 is the attribute of the complete base, while the quick brush base only has 10% of the attribute of the complete base, the same below, physical fitness. 4.8 plus 0.48, basic physical fitness 30, growth coefficient 0.6, 30 plus 30 times 0.6 is equal to 48, agility. 1.4 plus 0.14, basic agility 10, growth factor 0.4, 10 plus 10 times 0.4 is equal to 14, intelligence. 0.6 plus 0.06, basic intelligence 5, growth coefficient 0.2, 5 plus 5 times 0.2 is equal to 6, spirit. 0.6 plus 0.06, basic spirit 5, growth coefficient 0.2, 5 plus 5 times 0.2 is equal to 6, perception. 0.6 plus 0.06, basic perception 5, growth coefficient 0.2, 5 plus 5 times 0.2 is equal to 6, physical attack. 5.6 plus 0.56 physical defense. 9.6 plus 0.96 physical attack speed. 1.4 plus 0.14 spell defense. 1.2 plus 0.12, unable to perform spell attacks, therefore spell attacks and spell attack speed are omitted, the same below, health. 530 plus 53, race-based health 500,000 500 times 1 plus 48 times 100 is equal to 5,300, soul value. 110 plus 11, race basic soul value 500,000 500 times 1 plus 6 times 100 is equal to 1,100, chi value. 48 plus 4.8 skill. Jump impact. Level 1, consumes 5 mana, deals 1.2 times physical attack. How to put it, good luck. The summoned ones are not at least the worst speed-scrolling ordinary monsters on the street, but the second worst speed-scrolling elite monsters. For the same monster, the difference between speed-scrolling and ordinary monsters is 3 times, and the difference between speed-scrolling and complete monsters is 10 times, so the second worst is speed-scrolling elite monsters, not ordinary monsters. The sum of the 6 basic attributes of humans is 60, while the sum of the basic attributes of ordinary monsters is also 60. Humans are only equivalent to the basic attributes of ordinary monsters. As for the elite monster, the sum of the 6 attributes is 70, with 80 being the leader monster, 90 being the king monster, and 100 being the mythological monster. There is a gap in basic attributes, and as the level increases in the future, the gap will become even greater. More importantly, monsters have a much higher growth coefficient than humans. The total growth coefficient of human 6 items is 1, which is equivalent to ordinary monsters. The total growth coefficient of elite monsters is 2, the leader monster is 3, the king monster is 4, and the mythological monster is 5. Taking humans as an example, the growth coefficient is 1, the sum of 6 basic attributes is 60, the first level is 10 attributes, and the 10th level is 100 attributes. Some mythological monsters may be upgraded by 1 level, and a certain attribute can increase by hundreds of points. In the later stages, the difference in attributes between humans and advanced monsters becomes larger. Many times, it is only through talent and initial skills that the gap can be narrowed. The bonus of double the damage of this profession's skill after 10 levels of talent and initial skills is very important. Without these two bonuses, humans cannot conquer dungeons above level 100, nor do they have to fantasize about eliminating a large number of monsters in the real world. So the summoner profession of Wang L 17 is so pitted, clearly relying on group fights and unstable. Most summoning beasts are too weak, and level 10 dungeons may be very dangerous. Wang L 17 experienced the use of shared talents and found that the 6 basic attributes of summoning beasts, as well as the basic health and soul values of races, can be shared without calculation. However, attributes calculated from basic attributes such as object attack and object defense cannot be shared. Wang L 17 did not choose to share, and he was unsure if sharing could still be resolved. If a summoning beast cannot be shared with another summoning beast after sharing one attribute, then it is necessary to choose a summoning beast with high attributes to share, rather than an elite slime who quickly brushes the book. Anyway, I'm not in the dungeon, I have plenty of time. I can always summon powerful summoning beasts and share them to try the effect. Even if it can't be lifted, I can only share it once, and I'm not at a loss. If I only share a few attributes and can't exchange them again, then I'm at a loss for my talent. Controlling slime jumping, turning, and hitting walls is relatively smooth in command, similar to giving commands to artificial intelligence, transmitting sound through the soul, not to mention being commanded by the arm, it is not much different. After staying for a few minutes, Wang L 17 disbanded the summoning and sent Slim back. He also confirmed that within the summoning beast's duration, it would consume a little mana per minute. With over 200 mana points, he could theoretically control the summoning beast to fight for more than 4 hours. Apart from the summoning beast being too weak, the duration of the battle was relatively good. Chapter 6. Phantom Mantis, Part 2. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Disrupting the summoning of Slim, Wang L 17 used random summoning again. A summoning beast over half a meter high, resembling a big-headed child, slowly solidified in the 6-star formation. Wang L 17 used exploration techniques to examine it. Dwarf minion level. Level 1 ordinary monster, quick brush, basic attributes. Strength. 2.6 plus 0.26 physical fitness. 1.8 plus 0.18 agility. 1.2 plus 0.12 intelligence. 0.55 plus 0.055 spirit. 0.55 plus 0.055 perception. 0.55 plus 0.055 physical attack. 6.4 plus 0.64 physical defense. 3.6 plus 0.36 physical attack speed. 1.2 plus 0.12 spell defense. 1.1 plus 0.11 health. 28 plus 2.8 soul value. 15.5 plus 1.55 chi value. 18 plus 1.8 skill. Stick strike. Level 1, consumes 5 HP, deals 1.1 times physical attack. Wang L 17 looked at the dwarf soldier summoning beast, which was not as tall as a 3-year-old child. He looked at its thin and weak arms, weak body, and decaying short wooden stick. With this attribute, not to mention the appearance of a boss, Wang L 17, who had not changed jobs before, also punched 2 fists and 1, and hitting a person with the short wooden stick was equivalent to massaging and relaxing. Seeing this dwarf soldier in the previous resilient slime, Wang L-17 finally had a concept of why summoner profession was so frustrating. With only these 2 summoning beasts and similar summoning beasts, there was a 80.9% chance that Wang L-17 could summon summoning beasts. Looking for this level of summoning beast strategy instance, Wang L-17 might as well take a stick, a machete, and fight monsters faster and easier. Fortunately, it's not within the replica. If it's within the replica, I'll have to prepare for the aftermath. Controlling the dwarf soldiers to use skills to attack their calves, there is indeed no strength, and they do not break the defense at all. If after exercising, it is still possible to let the dwarf soldiers use wooden sticks to attack as a way to relax. Dissolve the summon, then continue summoning, Flower Cat, Goblin, Slim until the 9th summon, an elite monster finally appeared. According to probability calculation, the probability of elite monsters appearing in the elite class is less than 1%, and Wang L-17 is considered lucky once. Black Iron Skull Level. Level 1 Elite Monster, Elite Edition, Basic Attributes. Strength. 21.6 plus 2.16, 36% for full cost, 60% for elite cost, the same below. Physical fitness. 12.6 plus 1.26 agility. 12.6 plus 1.26 intelligence. 3.3 plus 0.33 spirit. 7.2 plus 0.72 perception. 3.3 plus 0.33 physical attack. 55.8 plus 5.58 physical defense. 25.2 plus 2.52 physical attack speed. 12.6 plus 1.26 spell defense. 14.4 plus 1.44 health. 1440 plus 144 soul value. 840 plus 84 chi value. 126 plus 12.6 skill. Critical strike. Level 1, consumes 10 HP, deals 1.2 times physical attack. Finally summoned a summoning beast that can be used slightly, at least higher than the physical attack of Wang L-17. The one summoned before also had the highest physical attack not exceeding Wang L-17, a French professional. Do you want to share the power attributes of this black iron skull? Wang L-17 is caught up in a dilemma. His power attributes are already in his 20s, which is almost twice his current power attribute. However, what if he could summon a better one? What if we could summon the complete mythological monster? The probability is small, but it's not without it. Suddenly summoning a better summoning beast not only failed to make Wang L-17 make an immediate decision, but also caused some gamblers to become more conflicted and look forward to the result of the next summoning. After struggling for a few minutes, Wang L-17 felt that he had plenty of time and could always summon good ones. So he disbanded the summoning of the black iron skeleton, continued to use the random summoning skill, and summoned more than 10 times until his mana was depleted. He only summoned the ordinary and elite monsters of the speed brush, as if his luck had run out. After the mana is depleted, the recovery speed is actually quite slow, taking about 5 minutes to recover a bit. If meditating, it will be shortened to about 1 minute. Wang L-17 pondered for over 4 hours before fully restoring his mana. He then began to randomly summon more than 20 times, and the best was just an ordinary elite monster, which was more than twice as bad as the black iron skull. Wang L-17 was naturally unwilling to accept it. After exhausting his mana, he meditated for a few more hours and continued to summon, but there were still no good summoning beasts. It was already past 10 p.m., and Wang L-17 no longer insisted on sleeping. The next morning, when I woke up, my mana had been fully restored. It seems that sleeping and resting are also important ways to restore my mana. In this way, the White Heavenly King L-17 can rely on meditation to restore his mana points 3 times a day, and with 1 sleep recovery, he can summon hundreds of times a day. It has also been confirmed that all summoned beasts consume a point of mana per minute during their duration, and their own summoned beasts are always at the same level as themselves. After more than 10 days of summoning, night and day, Wang LV17 had no hope for the chance anymore. The only hope was to summon another summoning beast of the same level as the Black Iron Skull, which was impossible to obtain. However, because the Black Iron Skull had been summoned before, Wang LV17 was naturally unwilling to choose summoning beasts that were weaker than the Black Iron Skull to share attributes. Perhaps the heavens opened their eyes. On this morning, Wang LV17, who was almost mesmerized by random summoning every day, had just finished random summoning and was about to take a look at his attribute to disband the summoning beast. However, his eyes were hazy and he noticed that the summoning beast in front of him was obviously different from before, more agile and more amazing in momentum. That's right, Wang LV17 felt the power of the strong on this summoning beast. I saw that this summoning beast was a praying mantis-shaped monster with a body length of nearly 2 meters. Its exoskeleton was shiny with metal, and it had a thin neck and pointed head. Its 4 legs supported the ground, and its 2 pairs of capturing feet resembled 2 sharp sickle blades. The blade edge was over 50 centimeters long. Wang LV17 rubbed his eyes and quickly used the probing technique. Phantom Praying Mantis Level. Level 1 Leader Monster, Complete Edition, Basic Attributes. Strength. 15 plus 1.5, Basic Strength 10, Growth Coefficient 0.5, Physical Fitness. 12 plus 1.2, Basic Physical Fitness 10, Growth Coefficient 0.2, Agility. 90 plus 9, Basic Agility 30, Growth Factor 2, Intelligence. 11 plus 1.1, Basic Intelligence 10, Growth Coefficient 0.1, Spirit. 11 plus 1.1, Basic Spirit 10, Growth Coefficient 0.1, Perception. 11 plus 1.1, Basic Perception 10, Growth Coefficient 0.1, Physical Attack. 120 plus 12 Physical Defense. 24 plus 2.4 Physical Attack Speed. 90 plus 9 Spell Defense. 22 plus 2.2 Health. 4200 plus 420, Race-Based Health. 30003000x1 plus 12x100 equals 4200, Soul Value. 3100 plus 310, Race-Based Soul Value 20002000x1 plus 11x100 equals 3100, Chi Value. 120 plus 12 Skill. Phantom Combo. Level 1, consumes 10 HP points, attacks twice in a row, each attack is 1.1 times physical attack. Chapter 7. Sharing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wang LV17 went to the restroom and washed his face twice. He woke up and came out to see that the phantom praying mantis was still there. It was not a dream, as he had been randomly summoned for more than 10 days. Wang LV17 no longer had any expectations for summoning good summoning beasts, but only thought that he could not be worse than the Black Iron Skull. Now that he suddenly summoned the phantom praying mantis, his excitement can be imagined. In the initial fantasy, Wang LV17 hoped to summon the complete mythological monster, but this chance cannot be denied, it can only be said to be slim. Now that the phantom praying mantis has been summoned, Wang LV17 seems to see the hope of summoning the complete mythological monster again. Should he try summoning it again? Wang LV17 was once again conflicted. What attribute does a completely mythical monster possess, even if it is a leader monster? Can't we go to heaven anymore? I can't keep thinking this way anymore. Wang LV suppressed his thoughts and recalled his summoning experience over the past decade, from full of hope to gradually despair, from not being a complete mythological monster to having another Black Iron Skull. If he insists on being a complete mythological monster, perhaps for a year or countless years, the probability will not accumulate. The probability of randomly summoning a complete mythological monster is equally low, and it can only be said that there will always be a chance to summon it, but it is hard to say when the chance will come. What's important is that you don't even know the specific effects of talent sharing. Perhaps you can summon and share once, and change it at any time. So you won't lose out on yourself after putting in so much effort. After much thought, Wang L 17 decided to use it on the Phantom Praying Mantis for the first sharing. To be honest, the Phantom Praying Mantis has already been very fast, with an attack speed 9 times that of Wang L 17. Face-to-face slashing, the Phantom Praying Mantis can only be used once for Wang L 17. Moreover, the Phantom Praying Mantis has attributes that are biased towards the family, with extremely high basic agility attributes and extremely high agility growth. Perhaps even if it is completely a mythical monster, it may not necessarily be faster than the Phantom Praying Mantis. With the agility growth and basic agility attributes of the Phantom Praying Mantis, agility increases by 60 points for each level raised. At level 10, agility can reach 630 points. Even agile professions may not be able to achieve such high agility for humans at level 100. With this in mind, Wang L 17 finally made up his mind to share the agility of the Phantom Mantis. Standing in front of the Phantom Praying Mantis, Wang L 17 chose to share the agility attributes of the Phantom Praying Mantis in his mind. Wang L 17 felt that under the transformation and blessing of cosmic rules, his body seemed to have become lighter, his nervous system more efficient, his body became smoother and smoother, his muscle elasticity greatly increased, and the warm heat flow continuously transformed and strengthened in his body. And in the dark, Wang L 17 felt a sense of integration with the Phantom Mantis in terms of rules, as if a part of his soul had merged. In a metaphysical state, Wang L 17's agility and the Phantom Mantis's agility became one thing that could not be separated unless the attribute of agility was separated from Wang L 17 and the Phantom Mantis. Wang L 17 had never heard of this ability to separate concepts. The transformation under the blessing of cosmic rules was very rapid, taking less than 10 minutes in total. The transformation was completed, and Wang L 17 first looked at his template in his soul. Name: Wang L 17 Level: Level 1 Occupation: Summoner Talent. Summoned Beast Enhancement, Shared. Basic Attributes: Power. 11 Physical Fitness. 11 Agile. 11 plus 90, Shared Attributes, Intelligence. 24 Spirit. 26 Perception. 24 Physical Attack. 123 Physical Defense. 22 Physical Attack Speed. 101 Spell Attack. 72 Spell Defense. 52 Spell Attack Speed. 24 Health. 1200 Soul Value. 2700 Chi Value. 110 Mana Value. 260 Public Skill. Exploratory Techniques. Professional Skill. Randomly Summon. By sharing his talents, Wang L 17's agility attribute was directly surpassed by 100. With an easy wave of his hand, without exerting all his strength, there was a howling sound that cut through the air. With this speed and agility bonus, Wang L 17 even felt that in a level 1 state, without summoning beasts, it was possible for him to complete level 5 dungeons alone. As for level 10 dungeons, the level difference was too large, so he didn't consider it for now. Suppressing his excitement, Wang L 17 used his exploration technique to look at the Phantom Praying Mantis, who had not received his command and was still in place. He clearly felt a sense of familiarity, a sense of life and death sharing, as if he had signed a contract of life and death. Moreover, as a complete leader monster, the Phantom Praying Mantis had significantly higher intelligence than those ordinary and elite monsters in speed brushing. Phantom Praying Mantis Level. Level 1 Leader Monster, Complete Edition, Basic Attributes. Strength. 15 plus 1.5 Physical Fitness. 12 plus 1.2 Agility. 90 plus 11 plus 9 Intelligence. 11 plus 1.1 Spirit. 11 plus 1.1 perception. 11 plus 1.1 physical attack. 131 plus 12 physical defense. 24 plus 2.4 physical attack speed. 101 plus 9 spell defense. 22 plus 2.2 health. 4200 plus 420 soul value. 3100 plus 310 chi value. 120 plus 12 skill. Phantom combo sword. The increase obtained by Phantom Praying Mantis is relatively small, because Wang LV17's agility attribute is too low, only 11 points, and the shared attribute will not be further enhanced by Wang LV17's summoning beast enhancement talent. That's right. If it can be increased, then Wang LV17's attribute will be increased again. Then share it with the Phantom Praying Mantis higher, and it will loop endlessly, which is naturally impossible. Moreover, more importantly, Wang LV17 discovered that the Phantom Praying Mantis could no longer disband its summoning. It was possible that the Phantom Praying Mantis had already imprinted its own mark and could not disband its summoning back to its original dungeon. It was completely bound to Wang LV17 and occupied the only summoning spot in his level 1 random summoning skill. Wang LV17's random summoning is currently equivalent to being unusable, or can only summon the Phantom Praying Mantis. Of course this is a good thing. Fixed summoning of the Phantom Praying Mantis, can't you take off even after conquering the dungeon yourself? Do we still have to run amok? Wang LV17 felt that his future was bound to be bright. His advantages were too great, and his sharing talent was too strong. The Phantom Praying Mantis could only share one attribute, but when randomly summoning level 10, he could randomly summon 9 more summoning beasts. If he shared 9 attributes separately, his attributes would not even reach heaven. And bind and summon 10 powerful summoning beasts, it's so beautiful to think of, invincible. Wang LV17 wiped the saliva from his mouth. Wrong, how could there be saliva? How could he be so lacking in ambition? Wang LV raised his head high on the 17th, exuding a towering spirit. He was a super strong person, would he rather have the courage? I, Wang LV17, will also become a super powerhouse. Step out of the single-person dormitory and place the Phantom Praying Mantis inside. You cannot disband the summon and put the Phantom Praying Mantis back in the dungeon. It's a bit inconvenient as you can't wander around with a group of summoning beasts all day. Arriving at the playground and taking advantage of the absence of anyone, Wang LV17 suddenly exploded in speed. The strong air resistance reduced Wang LV17's speed, preventing him from reaching the limit of 101 meters per second, but also reaching 70.80 meters per second. What is this speed? The speed of a typical sports car in a past life. Using manpower to reach the speed of a sports car. In just a few seconds, Wang LV17 ran several hundred meters, stopped and looked around. No one noticed, but in fact, the ubiquitous distributed artificial intelligence had already recorded data, it just wouldn't harm Wang LV17. What was much faster than Wang LV17 was that he was only level 1 after all. It's not surprising that no one noticed it. Although in the era of Cataclysm, with a population of billions, Sun City has a staggering 1.2 billion square kilometers of residential area, with a per capita area of over 3 square kilometers. Even if the school has a slightly denser population, it is unlikely to be on the playground, and furthermore, the playground is far from the same. Chapter 8. Copy. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 9. Junior Goblin Edition. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 10. Goblin Warriors. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text.